Open Christchurch, and also the tour support for this tour because I wanted to. So I signed myself up. So thank you so much for joining us. One of the reasons for limiting numbers is because of health and safety. I won't do the specifics. I'll hand it over to Sally, and then go from there. But in the meantime, thank you so much for supporting the event. We just want you to know that masks are required, apart from the presenters or the leads that are taking the tour. Distance, if possible, from the speakers, because they're not wearing masks, and distance from each other if you're not in the bubble as much as possible. Also, just be careful of any uneven surface, and don't try and take photos while you're walking. I tripped over this morning just by doing that. But just just be mindful of your own safety and the people around you. So yeah, this is Jenny May, the architectural historian who has been taking most of the tours this location, and we also have Chris joining us as the co-lead of the tours. So first of all, I'll hand it over to you.
So I don't really have much more. My name's Sally. I work for the Cathedral Reinstatement Project. I don't really have much more on the health and safety side, except to just normally this is a PPE. You have to have hard hats and everything, but they fenced off an area for the public to come along. So we're very grateful, but probably the biggest hazard is the ground surface, so just please be careful, as Erica said. I have a brochure for each of you to take, and we welcome you taking photographs, and if you're going to post anything on social media, please tag us into it, and the tags are, people who know what they're doing, the tags are here, so we'd welcome that too, so thank you. This is Jenny.
Well, a very warm welcome to you all, and thank you for wanting to come and see what we're doing at the Cathedral. As Erica said, I'm an architectural historian and heritage professional, and part of a 3 heritage professional team who are working on this building. I'm also part of the Cathedral community, and I've been involved in the Cathedral since around 1989, as has my friend Chris, who's the Cathedral administrator. And so between us, we sort of know a wee bit about the building, as you can imagine. But a really warm welcome to you all. And I actually want to warmly welcome my niece and my great niece from London. And they've just arrived. They've been in New Zealand for nearly a month, but I've just seen them for the first time a couple of hours ago when I picked them up at the airport, and it's the first time for 3.5 years. So I feel quite emotional because very close to Tanya. And Josie's like a granddaughter to me, so it's lovely to be able to include some of my whānau on this trip. We will go into the cathedral area, and we will just have a quick chat about a timeline history of the cathedral, and then we will divide into 2 groups, because we want to make this fairly intimate so that you can feel free to ask questions. We've been quite informal about it. But as Erica and Sally have said, we would really appreciate you staying in groups and not wandering off. And part of the reason for that is, if, heaven forbid, there should be an earthquake, we can gather our groups and quickly move to this gate. So it's really important. I don't want to sound school teacherish about it, because I am a trained school teacher, so I can do that. But I would appreciate it if you all stick close to, within reason, but stick together as a group and with Chris and I so that we know where you are. I don't think there's any other questions. Chris, do you want to add anything at this stage? Right, well, thank you again and welcome. This is a real treat because the public has not been in here. This goes for 10 years, so it's really, I feel quite excited.
Yeah.